Let's look at numbers that are less than 1, parts of wholes. We can write them in fractions, we can write them in decimals, but let's look at numbers that are small pieces of one whole, like tenths. So that's one whole from 0 to 1. That's from here to here. That's one whole thing. If we break it into 10 equal parts, then each one of those parts are called tenths. So from here to here, from 0 all the way to here, this distance is 1/10. And if you go make a line from here to here, that's 2/10, and so on. So we know all the points, what they represent in terms of numbers. So 0.1, 0.2, and so on. So that's a scale. We're looking at a scale that's measuring from 0 to 1 whole unit, and they're broken up into smaller pieces that are called tenths. 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, and so on. So, how long is this line? Well, we know it's 0.4. Okay. And let's take another line. How long is this? This is obviously longer. It's 0.7. So these 2 points, if I show it on that hill or mountain where this beginning number, 0, is shown at the bottom of the hill, the midpoint, 0.5, right between 0 and 1, is shown at the peak, and 1 is shown right at the end here as the other bottom. So it rises from 0 all the way to 0.5. That means 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and so on. And then slopes downwards 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, and so on, all the way to 1 whole. Now, if I ask you, where is 0.4 located? Obviously, it's located on this slope. And it'll roll down where? To 0. So the whole number value is 0. So 0.4 rolls down towards 0. On the other hand, you have 0.7. 0.7 is closer to 1. Notice it's closer to 1. It's not so far from 1. While 0.4 is closer to 0, not so close to 1. That's what it's showing here. So roll towards 1, and so 0.7 rounds off to 1 whole. So we're thinking in terms of tenths. We convert the tenths into wholes. So what about, let's take this one, 0.2. That'll be here on this slope, right? And it'll roll towards 0. So 0.2 approximates to 0. And what else? 0.5, it's right here. We know that rolls forwards and it'll roll all the way down to 1. So we say 0.5 will be representing 1 whole. There you go. You get the idea? So look at the scale and we will extract all the information we want to make approximate in terms of whole numbers by looking at these decimal numbers, which are all in tenths. So here's a scale from 0 to 1. We could shrink it. We could show 0 to 1 and make it a shorter distance like this. 0 to 1 is here. That way we have space to include from 1 to 2. So this scale is a 0 to 2 whole numbers. All the numbers between 0 to 2 are shown here. We can shrink this even more so that we can put more numbers on the same distance. So if we do this, we can make 0 to 2s from here to here and 2 to 4s from here to here. So this is a scale from 0 to 4, where this is 1 right there, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, and 2 to 3 would be around there and there. You see the scale? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 whole units long, this scale. And if we take a line that comes all the way up to here, how long is this line? What would you say? Exactly, it's 3.6 units long. So what we will do is just take a portion of this. This is 3.6 centimeters long. Let's take just this portion from 3 to 4. Let's pull it out of there, and we're going to now expand this portion from 3 to 4. So we'll take a 1 centimeter scale, but starts from 3 and ends at 4. Right? So this distance here is shown as 3.6. Will be shown this way. It starts from 3 and goes across till 3.6. So this distance is 3.6. Okay? Means it started all the way from here. So imagine the 3.6 is the distance all the way from here to here. So there's just showing a small part of that. So we can show this as 3.6 here, remove this, and expand it so that the distance from 3 to 4 is shown on a wider scale. And this distance from here to here is now 3.6. I'm going to read it that way. Do you get it? So we take, say, a measurement of this line. We'll put this line on this hill or mountain where 3 is the beginning portion here at the bottom of the mountain, and 4 is at the bottom of the mountain at the other end, and it peaks at the middle, which is 3.5. So if we take a line that's this long, how long is this line? It's stretching from way beyond, from behind, coming all the way to 3.4. So 3.4 would fall where? Will it fall on this slope or on this slope? What do you think? Let's put 3.4 here. If it falls here, it'll roll down towards 3. So 3.4 rolls down towards 3, or it rounds off to 3. Let's take another line. What about this line here? 3.7. Okay, 3.7, will it be on this slope or this slope? It's after 3.5, so it'll fall on this slope. So that's 3.7 there, rolls down to 4, so 3.7 will be roughly around 4 centimeters long. Okay, you get the idea. What about 3.2? 3.2 will fall over here. So 3.2 here will roll down towards 3, so we say 3.2 approximates or rounds off to 3 as a whole number. So we're going to convert tenths into whole numbers. What about 3.5? That's right there. But 3.5 we know rolls down towards 4, so 3.5 is roughly around 4 units or 4 whole numbers or 4 centimeters long. And that's how we do it. You got it? Good. So we can take another scale. This scale is showing weight in terms of grams. So from 6 grams to 7 grams, that weight is shown here. So if we show a line like this, it means we took a weight, and that weight was showing 6.7 grams. So whether it's distance or weight or anything else, time, you can show them all on a scale. And this is 6.7 grams. We can take the midpoint 6.5 and split this bit into one slope like that. So from 6 to 6.5 is the left slope of the mountain, and 6.5 to 7 is the right slope of the mountain like that. And so this is 6 to 6.5 to 7. And now it's very easy for you to tell whether 6.7 grams, will it round off to what? It'll round off to 7 grams. There you go. And what about, that's correct. What did we give you this? 6.4. How much do you think that is? What would it round off to in whole numbers? 6.4, does it go here or here? Obviously it goes there. So it rolls down to 6, which means 6.4 rounds off to exactly 6 grams. Great. What about 6.8? You know what it rounds off to? A lot of you saying already it rounds off to 7 grams. Excellent. Because it rolls down this way. 6.5. It's after 6.5 rolling down towards 7. an exercise here. You give me the answer to these, okay? This is the midpoint, 0.5. Before that is 0, and after that is 1 or more than 1, okay? Whole numbers. So if we have 8.2, imagine 0.2, will 0.2 be on this side or on this side? It'll be on this side. So that means it'll roll towards 8. So the whole number it rolls towards is 8. What about 0.7? 0.7, well 0.7, will it be on this side or on this slope? 0.7 is more than 0.5, so it'll be on this side. So it'll roll towards 1. So 0.7 will roll towards 1. This is 0, so it becomes 1. What about 6.9? 0.9, is that more than 0.5? Yes, so 0.9 will fall here. So it'll roll towards 1, so add 1 to 6, and it becomes 7. That's the idea. Got it? What about this one? 5.8. What do you think this will roll towards? 5.8. Very good. It becomes 6 because 0.8 will roll towards 1 whole. Add that 1 whole to 5, and it becomes 6. What about 9.1? Very good. It'll be just 9 whole. Rounds off to 9. What about 4.4? Well, it rounds off to 4. Very good. You're getting the idea. What about 0.2? Excellent. It'll just round off to 0. And 0.5. What does this round off to? 1. Very good. You got the idea. So that's rounding off tenths to its closest whole number. That's what you learned here, and more to come as you go further down, deeper into these kind of relationships. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.